Welcome back to Heinously Uninformed. This is Albert.
And I'm Caroline.
And we're back with a season 2. Wow. They said
So
it couldn't
excited.
happen.
I know. People have been waiting and hopefully not holding their breath because it's been a little while.
Yeah,
but
that was a while. We did season 1 back in 2019. We were covering Game of Thrones, right?
a year ago.
Wow. And we saw the end of a show that I thought faltered at the end. It was really disappointing, but we're back with a new show, right, Caroline?
Yes, and I'm so excited to cover this show that I know
the show?
nothing about. We're doing season 2 of The Mandalorian. I don't know what The Mandalorian is. I have no clue what's going on. So we'll see.
You don't know anything about The Mandalorian.
No, in fact, I think the funny thing is that when season 1 was airing, you know when like words get stuck in your head, like not just songs, but like words.
So the opposite of when there's a word on the tip of your tongue. Is there a word for that?
When,
yeah,
probably.
Okay.
But I woke up one day and I had like the name Mandalorian stuck in my head, and I was like, who is this bitch Mandalorian that I'm like thinking about? Did I go to high school with her? Is she like some hot new actress, or is she like famous on like Instagram? I don't know. So I had the name stuck in my head, and then I think I saw like a billboard or something for The Mandalorian, and I was like, oh, that's my brain just absorbing dumb stuff.
So you thought Amanda was or a Mandalorian was a first and last name of someone in the real world?
Yeah, that sounds like a great stage name. So somebody steal this idea. Someone name
Honestly,
themselves a Mandalorian.
I'm sure there's some sort of like porn parody where they've named themselves a Mandalorian or something.
Or like
like
maybe
that.
like Hugh Laurie's cousin is a Mandalorian, you know?
well, let's slow down real quick.
Okay.
What is your Star Wars experience? You know, for me, and for the listeners, we're doing something new. We're live streaming or recording a video portion of this. So for those that are listening, you can see, or for those that are watching, you can see the inside of my house. And inside of my house, I have Star Wars art on my wall. I have a droid I built at Galaxy's Edge in Batuu in Star Wars Land at Disneyland. I have many toys. I have the movies. I'm a big Star Wars fan. But Caroline, what's your fandom like?
So I grew up, my dad had like the original trilogy. We had them on VHS. And so they were on, but I didn't know what it was. Like I knew it was Star Wars, but then when like the next trilogy started to come out, I thought for some reason that the original trilogy was like a made-for-TV Star Wars.
What?
Because it was like old and crappy looking. So I was like, oh, those are like the made-for-TV. And then they're like, hey, this could be a good idea. Let's like make a big budget version. So I saw like Attack of the Clones in theaters, and I thought the Coliseum scene was like so cool, but the rest of the movie was like so boring. And then I had friends that did like a movie night, and they were like, we're going to watch all the Star Wars. And I like went because I wanted to socialize, and I was so bored the whole time that I like on purpose fell asleep. And then I haven't been to Star Wars Land, mainly because I haven't been to Disneyland since it's been open.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about The Mandalorian. I don't know anything really about any of the new ones. I haven't seen any of the new ones. I don't know. Yeah. I guess
any of the new ones. So there's been 3 new ones, right? The new Disney trilogy that started coming out back in like 2015 with The Force Awakens. You haven't seen any of those?
None of them. Not even the trailer.
Really?
I'm like, don't care.
Okay, so Caroline, there are 9 films. Okay, you reference episode 2. Can you name each of the Star Wars movies?
Okay.
Starting with one. Let's start with one.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, and I have a point. I want to tell you where the Mandalorian sort of slots in the timeline of the movies.
I know there's one called A New Hope.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's episode 4. So that's technically the first Star Wars that was ever released in theaters.
I know Attack of the Clones, Return of the Jedi. I know some of the newer ones. There's like, is Rogue One?
That is one. That's one of their anthology films. So it's not technically part of the 9-film saga, but it is a spin-off or a self-contained story, very much like Mandalorian.
I was going to call it Rogue Nation, but
Mission Impossible?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I thought Rogue One, I was like, that's got to be like a presidential airline movie, but that's Air Force One. Not the same thing, not the same universe.
Definitely not.
Return of the Jedi. I said Return of the Jedi, A New Hope, Attack of the Clones. I don't know. I feel like I would know them.
Let me walk you through.
Tell
the
me.
titles because
I want to know.
They're not titled intuitively, so I don't blame you for not remembering them because sometimes the movie title doesn't really correspond to anything that happens in the movies, which is very confusing. Yeah. Episode 1, A Phantom Menace. Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Episode 4, A New Hope. Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Episode 8, The Last Jedi. And Episode 9, we don't talk about that one. It just came out. That was the one that came out recently. I forgot what it's called. I legitimately am blanking on the title because I was so angry about watching the movie. But I will say, I sat next to Bo Burnham while I watched that movie.
Really? I love him.
I love him. Him and I were giggling throughout the film. There was this one really sweet moment. I didn't know it was Bo Burnham until the credits rolled. But during the movie, a character says the name of a planet. It's called Exegol, but it really sounded like the character in the movie said testicle. And Bo, we're on a first name basis, by the way. Bo and I, he like giggled and like nudged me. He nudged me, and we both just like laughed because apparently it sounded like testicle.
Yeah, no,
him and I are BFFs now.
Absolutely, you guys are actually doing Friendsgiving together. I love that for you.
So those are the 9 films. And would you care to guess where Mandalorian sort of fits in this 9-film saga?
I mean, it probably doesn't fit in between.
I'm so glad we're back, Caroline. This is so much
God,
fun.
I don't know. I feel like it would make sense for it to fit between like a clump of the different trilogies. So like maybe it's between the first and second trilogies.
Ooh, pretty close.
Okay, maybe
pretty close. If my memory serves me correctly, this film exists in the bridge between the first saga and the second saga. So between episode 3 and 4.
Okay.
For someone who doesn't really have too much familiarity with any of the Star Wars movies, that doesn't say much, right?
No, I'm like, is that before or after Darth Maul? I don't know. Who is that?
Oh, you know Darth Maul. That's cool.
Because he's in... I always want to mistitle them. I was going to say Return of the Sith. That's not what it's called. Return of the Jedi and Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm like kind of, I don't know. So is this before or after Darth Maul?
This is after Darth Maul. But if you watched the Han Solo movie, did you hear about the Han Solo movie that came out in 2018?
I would not watch any of these.
Well, here's the tie-in because... one of the lead cast members was, you want to guess, a major character from Game of Thrones.
Oh, I was going to say Darth Maul.
One of the actors from Game of Thrones had a starring role in this Solo film. Do you know who that actress or actor was?
I mean, I can't say that I do, but I'm gonna go out on a ledge.
Yeah,
Maybe,
go for it.
maybe.
You're so close. You got it.
Is not Tormund. I would love to see Tormund as Han Solo.
It was not Tormund.
Okay.
I'll tell you. It's the
Wait, is it
Dragon Lady.
Littlefinger?
Remember the Dragon
Oh, I
Lady's
thought
name?
it was gonna be Littlefinger, and then I was
No,
like,
it's not
cool.
Littlefinger.
I'm gonna watch that then because he's very cute. But
Yeah.
no, okay.
Yeah. So
The Dragon
it's
Lady.
Daenerys. Daenerys.
Oh, when you said Dragon Lady, I was like, cool, someone I've never met.
I was saying Dragon Lady because I wasn't sure you'd remember her name.
Right. Oh no, I know Dany's name, Mother of Dragons. Of course.
Yeah, there we go. There we
Yeah.
go. So she plays a big role. This is all to say that Darth Maul makes an appearance in that film. Sorry, spoilers, but it happened during the movie.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Does he die? Is he dead?
If you were to
Spoil it.
ask me,
Spoil
if you were
it.
to ask me before Solo, yes. If you were to ask me after Solo, no? Question mark. Who knows?
Okay.
Who knows? So
Is
Caroline,
there a follow up to Han Solo?
No, not right now. Disney
Oh.
has indefinitely paused development or production on any future Star Wars movies in the current time because of how poorly received the last Star Wars film was.
Oh.
The only good Star Wars thing that's sort of like positive for people who are fans of the series is the show we're going to be covering, The Mandalorian.
Okay. Amazing.
Yeah. So the conceit of the show is that we watch TV show, we recap each episode week by week. However, one of us is heinously uninformed on the subject matter, and I think it's clear.
I think it's me.
I think it might be you, Caroline.
I think I don't know anything.
Would you concur?
Yeah, I literally don't know anybody or anything. Who's Baby Yoda? I don't know. Probably Yoda. as
So
a
you
baby.
know about Baby Yoda?
Yeah, I've seen some memes.
Yeah.
I'm really
How
excited
could
to
you not see Baby
maybe
Yoda?
hate his character. I would love to have that hot take of being like, you know what, Baby Yoda, fuck you.
Oh my God,
Maybe I don't
Caroline,
know.
are we gonna watch season 1 after season 2?
I mean, I don't. Here, I'm gonna say it. Probably not because I don't like Star Wars as a thing. Like, I literally for a while I was like, I couldn't remember Luke Skywalker's first name. I was like, his name's like, he's moody, he's emotional. His name's Blake Skywalker. No, it's not. Like, I literally like don't care about Star Wars. In addition to the fact that I also don't like space as a genre at all.
You don't like space.
No, like I'm like, it all has so many, like, just the tropes where I'm like, oh, there's an oxygen leak, something catches on fire, there's gonna be like space gunk that comes and hits the ship and there's an explosion. Like, it happens in every space thing. So I'm like, cool, I know all of the moments where there's gonna be like a lot of chaotic shit and then nothing bad happens. They survive probably.
Wow.
So-
Wow, Caroline with the sweeping indictment against
Yeah.
space as a genre, as a setting, as a everything, as a concept. Caroline's not here for it.
Yeah,
But
like,
I'm excited to cover the show because I think you might like it. I think you might like
Really?
Star Wars after watching this. Yeah.
we'll see.
I will say the season 1 premiere was amazing. The series premiere, I should say. I will say the season 1 is a little bit uneven. It ended on a pretty big cliffhanger. And so when we start season 2, you're going to be jumping right into the deep end. Are you prepared for that?
I mean, no, but I hope everyone laughs while I'm like, yeah, this is, I can take notes and I'm not going to understand anything. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
People
It's gonna
are
be so
really
much fun.
they're going to come to me for the information in these recaps. They're going to be like, Caroline knows what she's talking about.
Yeah.
I will not.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, before we sign off, before we say goodbye, make sure to resubscribe to Heinously Uninformed on any podcast platform of your choice because we're coming big. We're coming back hot with Mandalorian, all right?
Hot,
Coming back hot and big. And I hope this sort of serves as a ray of light during, the fact that we're still in the midst of a pandemic and the election is 10 days away as of this recording. So hopefully you can find some respite in hearing us goof off and try to recap a show that and I didn't want to mention this, Caroline,
What?
but I think I need to binge watch season 1 because I don't remember a lot of things that happened. I think it might be a joint uninformed podcast.
No, well, see, you have the ability to rewatch season 1. We joked the other day how I was like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if I didn't have access to the Disney Plus account I was like stealing from? Guess what? I don't have access to that account. So I either have to buck up and pay the money or I have to be like, hey, friend, can I have that password again? Like, I have to fucking figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, we're doing recap podcasts on a show that is exclusively available on Disney Plus. So sort it out, Karen.
Gotta get it together.
Get it together.
I know. So, yeah. Well, is there anything that you want to plug before we sign off?
Oh, yeah. I'd love to plug things. Plugging things in is my favorite pastime.
Hell yeah.
I am on all the socials at AlbiePlayer1, and I'm very excited to announce that I'm going to be posting some video essays, sort of video documentaries covering the intersection of video games and movies. And the first topic is about monster movies, just sort of as inspiration because of Halloween. So if you want to learn about the history of monster movies and its influences on video games, specifically video game movies, then subscribe to my YouTube channel, AlbiePlayer1. I would really appreciate it.
Very cool. I have
what about you?
I have an Etsy store now. You guys can find some cute seasonal face masks. I'm learning how to sew some other things, little zip pouches, little folios for your journaling supplies. So you can find that. It's on Etsy. Curio by Caroline is the store. And you can follow me on Instagram. I'm Caroline Danger. And we actually have a podcast or a show, an Instagram for the podcast. It is Heinously Uninformed. There apparently is enough character space for all of this character that we got for you. So
that's right. And you're going to want to make sure to follow that Instagram account because for the first time ever, we are recording video components of this. So you will be seeing our faces. Mm-hmm. If you have only heard us, oh boy, you're either in for a treat or a horrible realization.
This is what we look like. So hi.
Yeah. Hi. Caroline, would you like to make any guesses or predictions on what you're going to experience in the show? You know nothing about it, right?
I know nothing. I know that it's kind of a little bit episodic, but if you're saying there was like kind of a cliffhanger, then maybe not. Maybe I'm heinously uninformed and I don't know anything. If I had to guess, maybe there's going to be an oxygen leak. Maybe there's going to be a fire on the spaceship.
Oh my God.
Maybe there's going to be some like space junk that is going to like circulate through.
Oh my God.
And then possibly run into the spaceship. And then it's fine.
No joke. I think that happened in season 1. I think there was like a recurring thing where their ship was having a lot of issues.
There we go. See? So, you guys.
Wow, you're 1 for 1 with the predictions.
You know, I know everything about space movies. So,
cool. Well, thanks so much for listening to episode 0. We hope you subscribe to all of the things we're posting: Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get podcasts. Stay in touch because this is going to be a fun one. I'm telling you, this one's going to be real fun.
It's going to be so good.
Okay, we'll be back next week with episode 1, covering season 2's premiere of The Mandalorian.
Yay!
Until then, in a galaxy far, far away, have a good week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.